morning, Internet. We are in San Salvador with Tata Renato. And today, if everything goes according to plan, which is no plan, we will visit Casa Blanca and Tezumal. These two archaeological sites are about a kilometer away from each other, so if we have the opportunity, we'll visit both of them. See you in a while. Ahí nos vamos tarde.
Ya sé. Si venimos temprano, podemos venirnos por esta vía. Y ahí pasamos. Si no, pues hasta mañana, que vayamos para San Andrés. Mañana vamos a San Andrés y mañana hacemos temprano.
Para comprar algo de tomar.
Tal vez más adelante encontramos, pero yo ya no aguanto.
Buenos días, señor.
Full.
Sí, por favor, de súper. Así venía yo, va.
Mira. Así le ha bajado. Anda todavía lleno el tanque. Eso es lo que me gusta de esta, que es bien económica.
Okay, I'm here at the gas station getting some gas for my lady caboose. So, see how much it is. It might take $10. Maybe not. Okay. No va a llegar, ¿eh? Ahí sí, ahí viene. 8. Ah, ese cálculo no es tonto.
Con tarjeta.
¿Perdón?
Con tarjeta.
No, me voy a poner efectivo. Gracias, señor, muy amable. Well, $8 in gasoline. Now we wanted to get something to drink. Because I'm very thirsty. And my partner is thirsty too, so stop the camera. There he is on the phone. We're at the archaeological site of Casa Blanca, and we're gonna start our tour. And this little area here is a deep on the ground and has some caves here, or part of the was a house or something like that. You can see that. It looks okay. Not much to see though. It's almost deteriorated, but there's some pieces over there like ¿cómo se llama esa pieza de donde se muele?
Ese es un metate o piedra
Un
de
metate.
moler.
That's it.
Estas son gradas para subir a la plataforma esa, ¿no?
So you can see the steps are still there to climb that area. So now we're gonna go to the other side of it and we're gonna continue going. Okay, so if we didn't record what I saw before, we are passing by little mountains. There are pyramids, but they are still underground because of the process of restoration, and if they do that, they will going to ruin them. To be exposed to the new atmosphere, it will be destroyed. So there they are. We're gonna see something that being already excavated, so we just gotta continue walking and we will find them. So this is in this little hill here they found a burial that you can see it over here. That's how it looked like. And the most outstanding of the finding of this mountain is the burial of a person accompanied by the ceramic offering buried some 900 years ago. It is speculated that the objects were placed to be used by the individual in the underworld. Okay, perfect. And this is right.
Esta, encontraron esa pieza donde estaba el entierro.
¿Y lo sacaron?
Sí.
Once again, these buildings were made out of mud, and so they had to be protected, otherwise they will be ruined. Hopefully we can see all the way over there. That's only a example of it, because the rest of it is a little hill. And now we're coming to a bigger hill here that will show us a better structure of them. These guys are Lencas, bro.
Mayas.
Oh, this is the Maya.
Maya Pocomames.
Maya and Pocomam. So their pyramids are a little bit different in construction, but all resemble the same thing as like Tikal in a smaller scale. Washington, for example, could be another place that look like, except that it's small. So this is the place where they come to do the ceremonies. Tata Renato is going to make a little offering here, since we cannot make fire, and you have to request a special permission. Today is Tihash. Lahuch Tihash. And so therefore he has a piece of obsidian, and he's gonna put some incense and gonna make an offering to the place in the day of Lahuch Tihash. You can see the middle piece is the obsidian, except that it's windy this morning, so it's kind of difficult to light it up. In the meantime, we're going to show you that in this place they found a decorative sculpture. And this structure were found the remains of ceramic basalt with shapes and decorations similar to those in the Teotihuacan culture of central Mexico. There were also concentrations of a stone placed as a stove, the fragment of a comal, in a burial under one of the stoves, in a seated position and without an offering. It was also discovered a stone sculpture that was supposed to be part of the decoration of the building. According to the investigations, this represents the life-death duality and man-beard duality, as you can see there. So this is another pyramid here. And as you can see, this a different type of stone that's being used here, and mud clay. So it's done. The offering is being set. In Casa Blanca, this place, they were odontologists, and they found many pieces. It is speculated that for the late classic period of 600-900 AD, this structure was used for some type of ritual because what found multiple burials and offerings in it. The objects found were a stone desk, a pair of clay earth-mouthed stone sculptures in the shape of a human skull, 2 clay basalt 26 human skulls, 28 green stone beads, and red dye. Now we continue walking to the next monticle or mountain, and as you can see that the civilization is so close that they have to close it because, well, that is the wall of a house of the modern life now, and right around it is another pyramid here, which, well, I'm glad they have protect all of this place. And as you can see, the constructions here are different than what we have been seeing, so hopefully we can understand all of this in a different way because it's Maya, but it's also Pocomam. So the Pocomams are another line of the Maya lineage. Here we go. What is a sculpture grouping Stella Lisa altar? The Stella Lisa and the altar B are sculptures grown and popularized by the Mayas of the classic. However, its origin could be tracked for 400 BC in Chiapas, south coast of Guatemala, and the east of El Salvador. Probably were erected to commemorate the end of a construction or any other relevant event. Well, the stela is not here anymore. It was also found a jaguar head stone sculpture, see, which was supposed to have been placed in offering. Right there.
En esta parte aquí dice, aquí los arqueólogos usan esa palabra, se especula. Entonces yo creería que acá es donde colocaban las ofrendas y ahí habían dos estructuras como de jaguar también. Y esa estela es como la que utilizan otras etnias, porque es como un obelisco,
Sí.
el de Washington, el de las ciudades importantes. Pero ellos sí siempre tenían esa concepción de utilizarlo así como una antena, digamos, para energético. Y luego acá el altar, así donde se dan la ofrenda. Esta al parecer es peculiar porque se ve como redonda la base y arriba pues el graderío. Es circular. Se especula, ponen, y eso los investigadores, o sea, porque no tienen convicción de lo que están diciendo.
Exacto, sí.
Lo hacen más por una cuestión académica, ¿verdad? Entonces, si ellos están llevando la investigación, deberían de dar más certeza, más seguridad.
So what we're seeing here, that over there, is the base of a temple. And he says that it's speculated that during the time of the great splendor of Casa Blanca, 400 BC to 300 AC, that on top of this structure was a temple. After 900 AC and many years of abandonment, this structure became a burial site in Casa Blanca, a peregrination center. From this last period, there have been found many burials with offerings and fragments of the plumbated ceramics associated to the Nahuatl group that emigrated from the center of Mexico to the southern of Mesoamerica. Very nice.
Y si ven aquí esta réplica o esta aproximación la han hecho mal, porque aquí no es, en esta plataforma no es, la segunda plataforma no es cuadrada, sino que se ve
más ovalada.
Circular.
Yeah. Yeah, we're walking now to, I think it's an entrance there. Es una entrada ahí, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Pero no se puede.
No sé, pero más bien no es como una entrada, porque se ve sellada.
Ah,
Yo creo que es cuando,
una pared donde empezaron a robarse.
digamos, como que estaban construyendo esta parte. Entonces acá, por la forma que tiene, le han techado para que no se siga dañando con la lluvia. Pero más parece como una sala, como una antesala para entrar, pero seguramente sí tenía alguna entrada.
Well, this is supposed to be some annex to the pyramid, and where perhaps there was a sitting room or something like that. Now we continue going. Oh, here it is.
Esta parte de acá.
Okay, so it's right here, and it says the investigation indicate that the structure has 3 construction stages. Stage 5A, the last constructive stage, was possible also realized in the late classic. For conservation purposes it was restored with adobe and mortar. Stage 5B, built with adobes and mortar in late classic 900 AC. Stage 5C, construction and in the late pre-classic about 1700 years ago, with compacted earth, ordinary stone and mortar compacted into the wall and the floor. There you have it. That's the explanation. And as you can see, all of them make sense. Okay. Continuando.
Esta estructura se ve circular también.
Okay. So we continue going around where all the buildings are, and we're coming up to another pyramid which is not developed due to the way they were building. As you hear me reading over there, they use mortar, but they also use clay to complement and fill up the holes with the stones. So here you have it. It's just a big monticle, or big mountain, little mountain. Very nice. Okay, so here we are. Remember, I always talk about the Matapalo. So check it out. Check it out. This is a big Matapalo, and here we are standing in front of it. This is Mystic Moto from Casa Blanca and El Salvador. Casablanca was constructed on an artificial platforms. 6 structures were identified in Casablanca, the rest on a great platform of 240 by 220 meters, approximately, built during the late pre-classic period 400 BC to 300 AC, of stone, soil, and argamasa, mortar mix of mud, lime, gravel, and soil. There have been found ceramic that are around 1500 BC and 600 AC. Tezumal. More than 3,000 years, Chalchuapa was occupied by the sedentary agricultural villagers. At the end of this, Casablanca and Trapiche form an important settlement with Maya influences. More than 1500 years ago, the site was partially abandoned. Rituals activity was the main purpose of the site. Proof of that are the burials of 33 individuals found at the base of the archaeological structure.
Este que tenía.
Types of Indigofera. In America, the plant of Jiquilite can be found from southern Mexico through Central America, all the way to Antilles of Peru. The Jiquilite is light green and it grows in all types of soil. Jiquilite is an Nahuatl word for chiquil, the color blue or green. Quilit, herb, altogether means the herb that produces the color blue or green. There you go. So with this they make the tint for their colors. And here's some of the paints. Oh, look at this. This is how they dye the colors into the fabric. And all of this is used for that. Oh man, so they do know how to do it. Bien, estoy viendo que ahí está todo el color. ¿No?
Hacían talleres.
Es un taller aquí.
Hacían talleres para...
Teñidos naturales, natural dyes. There they are.
Buenas.
Buenas tardes. ¿Usted es la encargada de hacer los añiles?
Sí.
¿De?
Taller.
Del taller.
Ese es taller de añil.
¿Podría explicarme cómo está aquí? ¿Cuál es el proceso que lleva esto para poder tener los colores?
Acá se sumerge la tela durante 1 minuto, se está moviendo la tela, luego la sacamos, la tela sale de color verde.
Verde.
Con el aire cambia a verde a color celeste.
Celeste.
Ese proceso lo hacemos hasta 7 veces para lograr color azul como es.
Como es.
Intenso. ¿Y qué cantidad de semillas lleva acá?
No, allí ya es este polvo.
Bueno, o sea, primero hacen el polvo.
Que se extrae de la planta que se llama juquilita. De las hojas se extrae este pigmento.
¿De las hojas?
De las hojas.
Okay.
Esto se muele, ya se obtiene el polvo. Este es un color fuerte que es un poquito mancha. Y esto lo disolvemos en cal hidratada y hidrosulfito de sodio para teñir.
Ok. Muy bien. So, entonces, para dar el azul maya, tomas 6 o 7 veces el dyeing. Okay.
Estás repitiendo ese mismo minuto hasta 7 o 8 veces.
¿Y todavía hay talleres para hacerlo?
De martes a domingo puedes hacer un pañuelo por $10.
Oh.
Y sábado y domingo los talleres de 5 días, el costo son $135, de 9 a 4 de la tarde. Y aprenden todo el taller completo.
¿Y este es cera?
Ese es cera de abeja, para hacer diseños como esos que están ahí.
Son la parte
Eso va a quedar
¿Cómo
blanco
es?
y esto va a quedar azul.
Azul.
Al meterlo, ¿verdad?
La parte que tiene la cera es la que no se va a
Y
teñir.
eso no se va a tener.
Exacto.
Y para quitarle la cera
Con agua hirviendo.
con agua caliente.
Agua caliente.
Igual, ¿verdad? Con agua.
Aquel está bien chulo.
Ese está bonito.
No, a mí aquel me gusta.
Aquel también.
Por el fondo azul bien intenso.
Ajá.
Y este es al contrario.
Sí, al contrario.
Este es al contrario.
Pero son diferentes figuras, ¿verdad?
Sí, este es el dios de la muerte maya. Y
This
aquel,
one.
dios de la muerte azteca.
The death,
Es el mismo, pero
the
es
death god,
diferente.
one for Maya, and the other one over there
Azteca.
is the same, back for the Aztecs. All right. Muchas gracias,
Bueno,
señora.
no,
Que tenga usted buen día.
Bueno, gracias, Iván. Mañana deberían de venir y pintan.
Mañana vamos para San Andrés.
Pero rápido se hacen 25 minutos.
Most of the important architectonical characteristics of this place are presented here. It's one stela, not too visible, but it's there. And this is how the monticles and all the mountains are presented. The picture up there is here. Somebody at work. Another piece. ¿Qué tan lejos está el trapiche entonces? ¿Qué tan lejos está el trapiche?
Está cerca, como unos 5 minutos.
Oh.
Pero esa es una finca privada. Ajá.
Part of the architectural structures in Casa Blanca. And here are some of the knives. Today is Tijash and celebrate the obsidian stone. Here you have an obsidian stone. Is a volcanic glass formed by the rapid cooling or burning lava, which has a high silica and aluminum contents. After ceramic, this was probably the most used element during the pre-Hispanic period. Right here in front of the beautiful blue painting from the Maya blue, we're saying goodbye to Casablanca, and you know what I said. If you like what you see, give us a like, subscribe, write a comment. I'll see you on the road.